Good afternoon. Recently, the television world, including myself, has been held captive by the Netflix original titled 13 Reasons Why, based on a book of the same title that depicts the bullying and tragic suicide of high school teenager Hannah Baker and her efforts to expose specific people for the roles they played in it. The show, although layered with faults and cinematic dramatizations, brings focus to bullying and suicide, which are very real and urgent topics deserving of and in need of discussion. And we applaud any efforts that seek to bring these topics to light and create further conversation in ways that target audiences can relate to. However, the duty falls upon those of us with knowledge, education, and correct information on the subject matter to make sure viewers understand that much of this series is exactly that, a television series, and that much of what is depicted is not the correct or appropriate way of handling a crisis or viewing suicide. With that said, I would like to speak directly to three important audiences: students, parents, and schools. To the students, it is important to remember while watching this show that it is not merely another gripping television show, but that Hannah's struggles are very real and are experienced daily by thousands of kids every day, including right here on Long Island. Some you may know of, and others you may not. Remember that bullying is a mental health issue and can cause lasting effects, often never intended or never expected to inflict the type of long-term harm it is capable of. However, and I cannot stress this enough, suicide is never an answer, and there are always, despite what may have wrongly been depicted in Hannah's life, people who are willing to help and fight for you when you don't feel strong enough to fight for yourself. And above all else, it is okay to ask for help. To parents, be aware of the signs of bullying and suicide, and do not ever be afraid to discuss either topic with or ask questions of your children. Please also consider asking your children to watch 13 Reasons Why with them, or at least ask them if they'd like to discuss what they are watching with you afterwards. This will help to distinguish an often blurred line of cinematic liberties that memorialize suicide as an act of vengeance, or confuse them about who or where they can turn to for help. Remember, the majority of students who experience bullying do not die as a result of it, and it is not a common response, nor should it be viewed as such. And finally, to the schools. Observe the lessons of Liberty High School. Do not ignore bullying. Admitting you may have a problem is the first step towards overcoming it, but refusing to acknowledge the existence of that problem could potentially lead to dire circumstances that could have been avoided. As Clay Jensen said, it has to get better. The way we treat each other and look out for each other. It has to get better somehow. Together, by learning to respect each other and recognizing each other's strengths instead of our shortcomings, and celebrating that of which makes us alike instead of what makes us different, we can work towards making Clay's words a reality. Thank you.